It is sad that the Remembrance Project, thank God they exist, but it's sad they have to exist, and it's also sad that we have to have an organization like Judicial Watch to keep an eye on individuals who are in it for themselves or for the special interest and not for us. Tom Fitton is the president for Judicial Watch, 20 years experience in conservative public policy. And Fitton has helped lead Judicial Watch since 1998, overseeing its tremendous growth and success in recent years. Mr. Fitton provides Judicial Watch with strategy, guidance, and leadership on Judicial Watch's comprehensive efforts to fight government corruption. And do we need their services more than ever today? Tom Fitton, everybody.
Thank you.
Working the mic off.
Thank you. I'm not sure, is the mic on? Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Judicial Watch's motto is because no one is above the law. The concern I have is we have 10 to 13 million, 20 million, whatever the number is, of people that a lot of politicians think ought to be above the law. And the inverse of that is they think the victims of illegal alien crime and other innocents are below the law. They don't deserve the protection of the law and the enforcement of the law. Now, Judicial Watch believes that the best immigration reform is there in front of us. You don't need to pass any new laws. The best immigration reform would be to enforce the law. And to that end, we're just a little old anti-corruption group that uses the Freedom of Information Act to figure out what the government's up to. We've exposed the dangerous illegal aliens, for instance, the government doesn't want you to know have been released through FOIA. We exposed that the Deferred Action Program, the illegal amnesty for the children, actually didn't have any security checks. They bypassed those security checks and bringing them in and authorizing their stay. We've challenged sanctuary city policies all across the nation. Jim Starenhouse remembers one of our clients. We challenged a driver's license policy up in New York. We won. Less successfully so, we challenged sanctuary policies in Los Angeles. I think our first major sanctuary policy lawsuit was against Herndon, Virginia. Where they were setting up essentially a crime location in the heart of town with taxpayer resources by supporting a day labor site. Day labor. You recall. And now the sanctuary movement is really increased because, again, they're on the side of the lawless as opposed to the side of the lawful. And we can have a wall 100 feet high. But if every major city and a big state has a welcome sign to illegal aliens that you will find sanctuary here, that wall won't work. There has to be a seamless web of enforcement between the federal, state, and local branches of government. So that's the challenge we face. The other issue, now, of course, we talk about stolen rights, stolen lives. Funny you say that. The concern I have is that the amnesty debate isn't about Hispanic votes. It's about illegal votes. It's about illegal votes. And I'll let the crowd shuffle in here from the after party with Steve Bannon. President Trump, maybe, I don't know if he's right on the specifics, but he's right generally about the outrage of illegal votes here in the United States. I don't know what the numbers are, but I can give you a guess. Let's go through the numbers together. Probably about 44, 43 million non-citizens reside in the United States. Of those, how many are illegal? 10, 12, 20? I don't know. None of them vote? None of those people vote. 43 million people here. None of them vote. Now, President Trump would say, well, 5 to 6 million voted. The left would say none of them voted. My guess is it's somewhere in between. Greater than zero. Now, the left would say, we can have illegal alien votes. And I don't mean illegal alien votes. I mean aliens who illegally vote. And I say every vote that's illegal is a civil rights violation. We have stolen lives. Well, we did. They're here. And we need to fight for them. But we also have stolen votes and stolen rights for the living as well. If you look at the studies, there was a significant study done out of Virginia. Aliens vote and register in large numbers, and in large enough numbers to change the outcome of elections. Now, by my estimation, we had about 1.5 million illegal alien votes in the last election. 1.4 million by my guess. And of those that register to vote and then vote illegally, about 80% vote for Democrats, 20% for Republicans. So the president got some votes from, but 1.1 million by that calculation voted for Hillary Clinton. And that's just a rough back of the envelope estimate. I didn't hear that. I don't do give and take at my speeches. So we really face a crisis in this regard. You know, it's one thing to lose your country because you have no borders. It's another thing to lose your country because you have no vote. And we can have all these policy discussions. We can talk about DACA and tax cuts for corporations, but not for other people. We can talk about not repealing Obamacare. We can talk about, doing all sorts of things that the Congress isn't doing. I'm being sarcastic, meaning nothing's happening. We have all these policy discussions, but it's all academic if your vote doesn't count. If elections are stolen through illegal votes. And just think about it. It doesn't mean that all these people are doing something dastardly. Let's think you're a green card holder. You get to go to register. You go get your driver's license. Oh, look, they're asking me if I can register to vote. I didn't see the part about having to be a citizen, but of course I'll sign. Or better yet, I'll get my driver's license, and look, the DMV just registered me to vote without my asking. What a great country this is. I get to live here and work here and vote here. There's nothing wrong with that other than it being illegal. And if someone does it innocently or not, it's up to our law enforcement, it's up to our election officials to make sure that every vote is a legal vote. Voter ID. Voter ID is necessary but not sufficient. Aliens, both legal and otherwise, have the ID necessary in order to vote. We need to certify citizenship before we allow someone to register. And Judicial Watch has litigated for that and battled the other side on that. The Obama administration was outraged that anyone would even suggest that and fought that. Why on earth would you object to making sure that only citizens vote? Because you want to be able to steal elections if necessary with non-citizen votes. That's the battle we face. So in addition to trying to enforce the rule of law on immigration in terms of securing the border, deporting here those who are here illegally, and enforcing the law generally, we have to protect our election system. And again, we could have everyone who is a non-citizen here lawfully and still have stolen elections with foreign votes if we don't have a secure system to ensure that only citizens vote. And just so you know, the left is prepared for this argument. They'll say, well, let the non-citizens vote. But at least that's an honest public policy debate, as opposed to the current process that allows illegal votes in large numbers in a way that changes the outcome of elections. So no more stolen lives, of course. But no more stolen rights. No more stolen elections. It's about the future of our country. Judicial Watch is there fighting for you on the front lines on these issues, whether it comes to enforcing the rule of law on immigration, but also the compatible issue of election integrity, which is under assault as a result of our open borders attitudes. Thank you very much.
Keep that microphone right over there.
Tom, in grateful appreciation for the Remembrance Project, we want to present this to you with your tireless pursuit of freedom and for your fight to help keep America safe. This date, 2017. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Very nice.
Thank you.